What God has for me, nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can step foot. Nobody can block it. Nobody. Because God, like, if you try to step in the way, you try to throw a screen, you try to set a screen, God gonna jump over you and dunk it from the free throw line. He might even jump full court and just dunk it. On some Space Jam, like, he might just jump over you and dunk it. Testing. You guys hear me? Hello? All right, so assuming the fact that you guys can hear me, I just want to say, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Vaughn. We back, and as y'all can see, man, I got me a mic, man. Just letting me use this tripod to record some videos. And today, I kind of just want to have a yap session. That's why I'm standing up. Got my bag, my Bible, everything like that. So, got notes. But really, I'm just trying to have, I want to call this like a yap session / Bible study. Only because of the fact, like, I got a lot on my mind. So, I just kind of want to share my thoughts with y'all. That's really all you can do is move forward. You can't go back to the past. As y'all can see, I got the braids in, bro. Nothing too major. Shout out to my grandma. Yeah, bro. Just got braids in, trying to let my hair grow, things like that. Might end up making them no diddy, but you know, just simple things like that. So let's get into the word, man. So realistically, bro, like, I really do recommend y'all get this book, only because, like, Joyce Meyer made this book, and I mean, realistically, I haven't finished the whole thing, but I do think this is a good book, and that is exactly why I got it. Really, it's called Ending Your Day Right, and I think a lot of the times with going with that, we start our days off good, but we don't end them right. And when I say that, like, we could wake up in the morning, do our affirmations, tell yourself, oh, you look good. You can tell yourself all these good things, right? But we let one little bad thing say, somebody says they don't like my hair, or they don't like how my hair is done. I could have a great day up until that point and be like, oh, they said they don't like my hair, maybe I should take it out. But then realize it, it's not for them to like, it's for me and my benefit to help my hair grow. So whoever doesn't really like it, I don't care, you know? And when we really grasp that point, it's like, dude, like, people are gonna say what they have to say regardless, but you gotta know how to just take things with a grain of salt. And I'm really starting to yap right now, but I'm really hitting some key points right now. It's like, dude, I could have really just covered my head up and told y'all what's good with y'all, world beanie, something like that, but I'm finna let my head breathe, bro. Like, I'm not finna let my scalp itch just because I'm afraid of some comments that say, oh, I don't like your hair, dude. Like, bro, I don't care, bro. And I think getting into that phase where I don't care is probably one of the best things to happen for me. Only because of the simple fact, like, the old me would just really always kind of just be like, dude, like, I wonder what this person thinks of me. Or let me change myself this way so this person can like me more, or this person can respect me more. But in reality, bro, their validation, their opinions don't matter. The only person to prove what I'm really looking for is God anyways. So it kind of just like, when you realize that, it's like, bro, like, you could be like the richest person in the world. People are still gonna have something to say. You could be a big philanthropist, always give back to your community. People are gonna always have something to say. You could try to do everything in your power to just give things and help your family out. People are still gonna have something to say. So regardless, like, if you're doing good, bad, happy, sad, if you're depressed, like, people are gonna always have something to say, bro. And realize that none of this matters. None of what they say matters. Only person to prove that you're really supposed to be looking for is God. Like, literally. And when I say that, I know it's easier said than done, because I'm still going through that phase as well. Like, I literally told Justin, me and Justin were talking last night, bro. I was like, bro, like, I feel like, because a lot of you guys who follow me on social media, I did make a post saying that I was going to be taking a break from social media and things like that. And when I said that, I started to journal. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I started to cry a little bit when I was journaling. I cried. But realizing that when you journal and you don't keep all your thoughts in one spot, and you write it down on a piece of paper, you can really analyze and dissect which is giving you the most problems. You can really figure out what your triggers are. And for me, that was mainly just me comparing myself to other people. And I know, like, I'm doing my own thing with fashion and stuff like that. People always can have something to say where they say, oh, you can't dress, or I don't like your style, or whatever. I'm not dressing to impress anybody, really. I'm dressing to express myself and express my confidence in myself now. Because before, the way I used to carry myself, I would say things like, well, I love myself. Deep down inside, I knew I didn't love myself, and I wouldn't treat myself as such, you know? And it's still really a routine, like me getting into the routine of just actually, rather than just saying I love myself, doing things to make me know that I love myself. Because it's like, you could say one thing, and then your actions could be completely different. And when you say that, it's like, bro, like, actions really do speak louder than words. And even with yourself, like, I feel like being too self-aware makes it toxic. You can always be self-aware, but don't be self-aware to the point where you just toxic to yourself each and every day. Me, I deal with that a lot. I'm so self-aware to the point where I just be like, dude, like, I need to change this as soon as possible, no process, cut it cold turkey. And when I do that, it makes it harder for me, only because of the simple fact, like, bro, some of these things are habits, and habits are hard to break. So when you really, like, just try to cut something off cold turkey, and then you go back and you relapse, you're gonna be like, dude, like, I messed up, I'm a failure. But you gotta do the process. You gotta go one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. And it's like, bro, when you really realize that, it's like, you gotta have patience with yourself and with others. It's like, back to what I said, people are gonna always have something to say, but at the same time, me, what I say, right, is nowadays I try not to get super mad at things, but really, because the simple fact, like, me, I tend to get mad at myself more than I do at other people. And I think mainly the reason for that is because I blame myself for a lot of things that happen, even if they're out of my control, which is why I don't like overthinking. And I told Justin the other day, which was literally like last night, I said, bro, if I could just go inside my head, like inside out, and just turn off overthinking, life would be a little bit better. But like, in a way, you can use overthinking to your advantage. But like, anything really, if you overindulge in it, anything is bad for you. Whether that be drinking water, whether that be eating food, whether that be exercise, like anything you do in excessive amount can kill you. Like, and that's kind of like one of the weird things about like life is, right? Like, people say you need to drink a lot of water, right? But then you drink too much water, you're gonna drown yourself. You see how that like turns for like the worst. So it's like you gotta enjoy things, but not in an over excessive amount. Because just like with the water thing, like, bro, you could love water so much that it can kill you, and that's so crazy, right? Like, that's like, when you really think about it, that's crazy. But you be like, all I do is drink water. I'm trying to drink a lot of water, but do I know I can drown myself from drinking a lot of water? It's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of yapping, but like, because my thoughts are all over the place. Gotta come prepared, more prepared next time. But I've been watching this motivational speaker, and Justin has been sending me these videos, and his name is Eric Thomas, and his messages are just so powerful, bro. I'm gonna add some of his sermons into the video.
Be careful the story you tell, because God's telling a story, but you got free will. So that don't mean you gotta do what He's saying do. But God's telling a story. Are you and God telling the same story this year? Are you and God telling the same story? Because if you're telling the same story, God telling you this joke about to end sweet. This year about to be dope. If you're telling the same story God is telling you about your health. If you're telling the same story God telling you about your finances. If you're telling the same story God telling you about your relationships. If you getting connected to that story, oh, it's going to be a blessing. Amen?
But like, it really hits different, because like, I watched this sermon earlier today, and he was pretty much just like, dude, like, he gave this analogy, and this analogy is literally in the Bible. He said that we are lazy. And it just really can go for anybody, really. Like, I can't even lie to myself. I'm lazy at times. You may agree that you're lazy at times. But we're all different, and we're all lazy in different aspects, or similar aspects, excuse me. And when he said that, he compared it to an ant.
You know the story in Proverbs. I just want to make sure I'm going to go here before we go there. The ant is commended in Proverbs. Consider the ant, oh you sluggard. Sluggard, I mean lazy. Amen. I've seen it a million times. I don't know why I didn't put it in context. Consider the ant, right? What with the ant, watch this. So the industrious part, I got that. I'm good on that. Diligently working to gather food, I'm okay for that. But preparing for the future without anyone forcing or supervising. God said, you lazy, son, that when somebody call you and tell you to do something, it's on. If the professor tell you to do something, you know, man, I'm so embarrassed. For those of us who've gone to college, do you understand like how many, that's 120 hours, 4-year degree to, I don't know what the master's is, probably 30 to 60. PhD is another 120 hours. You got to go to class. You got to do homework. You got to turn it. God said, son, do you know when another man told you what to read and what to study and that he was going to give you a letter that you grind it? But you've never done that for yourself?
An ant will get up every single day and do what they have to do without anybody telling them to. So it's kind of like, if an insect can do that, why can't we as humans with a high intellect level and high capabilities, why can't we do that for ourselves? You know, ants are really small and they can do all of this without nobody having to tell them. No king, no queen, no supervisor. They get up and they do it. So it's like, why can't we do that? And when I realized that, when I asked that question, I asked myself, why can't I do that? And there's no real excuse. There's no real factor of why I can't do that. There is just me holding myself back, me letting other people dictate what I do. In saying that, it's kind of just like, bro, all of our paths are different. Because I go like, congratulations to me. I got accepted back into college. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go do my work this time for real. And seriously, y'all, like, there's a lot of stuff that I like to do. I wanna be in a Netflix show. Like, I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna be in a Netflix show, bro. I wanna get into everything. I wanna act, I wanna freaking produce, like not even produce, but I feel like I could do anything, bro. Like, if I wanted to go into a studio and sing a little bit, I could. Like, I could sing a little bit, just a little bit. But like, it's just certain things that I don't really tell people that I can do that may help me make money. But it's like, with saying that, I kind of feel like I'm scared to showcase my talents, only because of the fact that it's like, the people who thought they knew me didn't know I could do this. And it's not even about them, really. It's about me. I say that I have stage fright. I said that I have social anxiety. But really, all of that's in my head. I'm trying to make up these false narratives or these narratives that don't even exist yet. And I'm constantly thinking about it. I'm constantly thinking about the outcome. When in reality, I just gotta turn off my brain. When I say turn off your brain, sometimes you gotta do more action than just thinking. You gotta do more than think. And that sometimes really helps you with overthinking, because like, let's say for example, you wanna go talk to a girl, or for ladies, y'all wanna go talk to a dude that y'all like, right? And you're an overthinker. You say, what if this dude doesn't like me? What if she don't like me? Just overthink a situation. You wanna ask them to go to prom with you. You wanna get them a big little poster thing. Stuff like that. Be creative, and you're wondering if they're gonna say yes or no, or if they already have a date, or if they already, have somebody of interest that's not you. So, really, learning now, like in that situation, bro, like you gotta just turn your mind off. Like, you just gotta go do it. Like, and y'all know that meme where people be like, what a dude was just like, just do it. That. It wasn't a meme, like that was some real spill. Like he was really telling you like to just do it. And I know it's easier said than done, but you gotta turn off your mind sometimes. When you turn off your mind, and you just commit to the action, there's no going back. Like, you're gonna be at a point where you find yourself just walking, and you be like, what am I doing? But you're on autopilot. You're gonna keep going. Like, when you really turn off your mind sometimes in certain situations. Now, I'm not telling you to go turn off your mind in the most critical situation, but I'm saying turning off your mind can be beneficial in a way that you could do something that you didn't expect yourself to do by just simply turning off your mind and doing more action than speaking. And that can go for a lot of things. That can go for if you want to talk to the girl you like, the guy you like, networking. For people like me that do content, go network, go do a photo shoot, start your brand, get your name out there, propose yourself, just tell people what you can do. And really just like, you kind of want to sell yourself. Like, you want to say, oh, like you want to get them to be like to want to work with you. And I'm not saying sell yourself, but like you want to propose yourself in a way where it's enticing. Like they be like, I gotta have this person on my team. I gotta have this person as my girlfriend. I gotta have this person as my boyfriend or something like that, It's not even all about relationship aspect, because like for people like me, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like a relationship, I do think about it a lot, but deep down inside, for real, I know I'm not ready for one. So it's kind of just like, do I listen to myself or do I just go with the flow? And sometimes, bro, you just gotta listen to yourself. You gotta listen to other people too. In the Bible, it says, "Be slow to speak and quick to listen." And it's like when you really say that, like when it says that, it's like, bro, it's easier said than done, because somebody can say something that makes you so mad, you just want to punch them in their face. You just want to square up with them real quick, right? You want to run their 30, but it's like you gotta look at that. Look at the long term. If you get into a fight or something with this person, you're going to jail, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, both of y'all going to jail. Worst come to worst, you're going to prison because you murdered this person, or vice versa, And it's just like, thinking about the long-term harm you could do. You could wake up in prison one day and be like, dude, like, how did I even get here? And all it took was one moment for you to just snap and lose your whole self and lose everything you've ever known about yourself for one moment, just to shut somebody up. And it's like, dude, are you really gonna waste your whole life for freedom because somebody always has something to say in your ear, or somebody's always criticizing you, or somebody's always talking trash, things like that? It's like, bro, like, good or bad, people are always gonna have something to say. And I know I keep saying that because it's true, bro. Like, even I was talking to my cousins yesterday. They came up here for a football camp. I seen my cousins yesterday. I haven't seen them boys in 6 years, or maybe more, maybe a little bit more. But it's like, my cousin said, nowadays people are making the bad things the norm nowadays, and the good things as rare, when in reality it should be the other way around. The good things should be the norm, bro. Like, you shouldn't, like, bro, when did people start going to pool parties and not swimming? Like, why are you not getting in the pool? Like, you will go to like one of these events and you will only see like 1 to 2 people, if that, in the pool. It's like, bro, when did y'all start hating to swim? Are you only following people because they're not getting in the water as well? Like, for a fact, when you was a little kid, you used to like to get in that water. So why are you stopping for them? People look at you like you're crazy, but it's like, bro, we're at a pool, dog. You got to be crazy if you think I'm not finna get in that water, bro. And it's like, wow, like, people, like, I never understood that, bro. Like, you're gonna put on a whole bikini for women. You're gonna put on a whole bikini. Dudes, you're gonna put on swimming trunks, maybe a little hat or whatever you wear, right? And you're not gonna put a foot in that water, bro? Like, you just standing there to showcase yourself? Like, it's like, bro, get in the water, bro. Like, and it's like, I'm judging anybody, but it's like, when did that become a norm where you could see a pool and it's a whole bunch of people around there, but not minimum of 10 people in that water. And it's like, dude, like, why is that so rare nowadays? And I just feel like the wrong things nowadays are really trending. Like, bro, 20v1s. I mean, I'm not judging anybody, really, because it don't have nothing to do with me. And besides, I don't really care. And seriously, like, when I say some of these things, I really don't care. Because, like, bro, if you go on a 20v1 or pop the balloon, and let's say all 20 girls tell you no, or every girl pops their balloon, or every dude pops their balloon, right? Bro, who cares, dog? Like, if you're expecting to go on a 20v1 or pop the balloon and really find true love, it's not gonna happen. And even if it does, bro, that's rare. Because of the simple fact, like, I told my cousin nowadays, bro, and it's not even for females, it's really for anybody. Like, nowadays, people only want clout, people only want money, and they don't care. And I said this in my last video, they don't care who they hurt or what they do to get it. And, bro, when I say that, it's true. And it's like, Suave even said, he said, in this industry, like with content creation, and really with anything, you'll barely find any people that'll put morals over money. Because money makes the world go round. And it's like, people, they put them chasing money over them following God. Just like, what are you doing? You know, like, I get it. You haven't really had a nice car. You really haven't really had anything nice in your life. Shoot, but it's like, are you really gonna risk or really just sacrifice your eternal life with Jesus Christ for paper and whatever material money is made out of? Like, when you really put that into perspective, it's like, dude, like, that's the ultimate gift. Eternal life with Jesus Christ is the ultimate gift. There's nobody that can give you a bigger gift than eternal life with Jesus Christ. And when you really realize that, you realize, bro, like, all this money, all this stuff, all these cars, all the materialistic stuff, it don't matter. Because, like, after this life, it's not done. But at the same time, you gotta be like me. I know when I get this platform and God blesses me to be able to do things for other people that I couldn't before, it's gonna be a way different feeling. Cause like, I'm gonna be a philanthropist. I'm gonna be giving back to the community. I'm gonna be doing these things. I'm gonna help somebody. Like, I'm gonna help people, bro. Like, whether it be with content creation, whether it be with really just getting knowledge or investing in themselves. And I know that I can do it because I'm doing it to myself. And nobody can give you a better first-hand experience than yourself. Like, you've known yourself your whole life. Nobody has really been spectating you like a Fortnite match your whole life besides God. God already knew what you was gonna do. God already seen your victory royale. God already seen your winner chicken dinner. God already seen your wins. He's seen your losses. And it's not really losses. He's seen your lessons. He's seen what he had to put you through to get you through a lesson. Like, he already implemented all this stuff, right? So he was like, I'm gonna put this right here, so then they can backtrack a little bit and then take another route and then go further. And then if you know how many ever times he has to do that, he's gonna keep doing it until you learn your lesson. So God might hit you with a save checkpoint, and then he might make you go back and complete the course again. But then when you complete the course again, you might have a different obstacle. Once you get past the obstacle, you can go further than the safe checkpoint though. But you're gonna have to keep going around. Like, the way God disciplines you, chastises you, or whatever, convicts you, things like that, just discipline and all, he's gonna make you go through the same things over and over again until you learn. That's like God's version of whooping us. Like, think of it as like this. Your mom tells you to clean your room. And you know, you think you've done it right the first time, so you do it. But then every time she tells you to do it, it's something different that's missing. Or something different that's not in order. And she's gonna keep making you do it until you get the whole layout right. And that's how God's gonna do it. He's gonna do it like this. Let's say you know these bad people in your life. You know they're bad for you, and you know that you need to let them go, but you're being disobedient and you don't want to listen. So God may keep letting these fake things happen to you. Dramatic situations, you hear people always constantly talking about you, constantly doing these things, right? But when you finally make the decision to really cut them out of your lives, everything just stops, right? And do you know, like, that's literally how you know, like, it was them, not you, right? Because if you're a drama-free person, you don't like drama, you don't really like to be in a conflict, you don't really like competition like that. And for some reason, the people that you always hang around, the people that you call your closest friends, every time you get around them, it's somebody that want to fight, it's somebody that want to kill you, it's somebody that want to rob you, it's somebody that want to just go do dumb stuff, right? Go be a delinquent. And it's like, you don't want to do that, but you don't want to look like the oddball out of the group, so you want to kind of fit in. And even if you don't want to fit in, it's like, I'd rather not fit in with my friend group and them appreciate me more than to fit in and they don't respect me at all. Because if they don't respect you and you do everything they say, they're gonna just be like, oh, like, we can tell him to go do this and he gonna be dumb and he gonna go crash out. You know, and that's how you know they don't have your best interest. Because me, I know from my friends, my friend group, and the people that I surround myself around, they're gonna tell me straight up, bro. Like, they're gonna be like, they're not gonna be a yes man. They're not gonna say, oh, like, you're doing this right. They're gonna give me tips on how to better myself, on how to, whether it be with females, whether it be with just anything, really. Because, like, y'all would think, like, the way me and INDALUSION, all of us, how we connect, we're all around the same age. We are, but all of us are really different ages. Like, me and Justin are the youngest people in that group. And we always tell each other, like, we didn't meet for no reason. Like, this is not a coincidence. This was supposed to happen. Like, and when people say hang around people that are older than you, it literally do that, because regardless, this person could be 30 years old or whatever, right? They have experienced more life than you. They've lived longer than you. So regardless, it's good to get advice from them because they've just lived longer than you. Just simply go for that fact. They may not know more than you, but they have more life experience. And you can really get a different perspective from an older person. Like, dude, like, I can avoid this simple thing by just listening. We don't have to go through what other people go through if we just listen. And when you take into account other people's perspectives, you take into account other people's life experiences, it's like, bro, maybe I can avoid what you went through if I just listen to what you had to do and what you had to go through by just taking, like, them going full charge, and you just had to stand there and take it. Like, they coming at you, you have to just stand there and withstand it. But me, I can just go this way. They run at me, I can just go this way. I don't have to stand right here and just take it, right? So it's kind of just like, bro, if you can avoid any roadblock that's unnecessary that God does not have for you, that God does not pretty much set up as a roadblock, avoid it, bro. Like, it's things that God gives us free will to do the right thing. Whether that be being a good Samaritan, whether that be, you know, just anything, right? Because, like, I hope you guys realize, like, talents that God gives you that you maybe haven't discovered yet, or that you're chasing towards to make something big and make profit off of it, you know, like, you're not only doing that for you, right? Like, you're doing that to help others. You're doing that to be the good Samaritan. And Eric Thomas said the same thing. Like, you're not only going to college, getting your PhD, you're not only going to get your college degree for yourself. And for my case, I'm not only going back to college, getting my degree, focusing on content, learning how to dress more, being more confident in myself only for me. I could be doing this for my son or my daughter. I could be doing this for my wife that doesn't really love herself for like how she needs to, but I can pick her up. I can show her the love that she needs to have, right? And it's like, when you realize that a lot of these things that you're doing is not only for you, you appreciate it more. Because, right, my situation, I want to help people. I want to motivate you guys to start doing content, to start believing in yourself, to start doing these other things that you know deep down inside you want to do, but you're scared to do because you think, you know, Well, realistically, we all know people are gonna judge us for what we do, but you think people are just gonna always have something to say, and they are. But in terms of content, bro, you wouldn't believe how much more support I get than the negative. Like, I always try to look at, especially with doing content, regardless if I'm getting hate, as long as in the end of the day, I know that y'all are gonna support me more than people are gonna hate me. That's all that matters. Because I know for a simple fact, like I'm building a solid, consistent support base from people that I don't even know in real life. And dude, like, we're almost 600 subscribers. What's like, bro? 600 people, bro. That's a lot of people, bro. Like, if you stand in front of 600 people, you're gonna be like, that's a lot of people, bro. Like, that could fill up a whole gym pretty much, right? And it's like, y'all all come from different areas or the same area, and it's weird. It's not weird, but it's like, bro, when I really got into fashion, I really realized, I'm like, bro, like, it's way more out there to life than just Florida and North Carolina. And those are really the only two places I know. Like, I done been to Virginia a couple times, but in terms of longevity and how long I've stayed there, bro, I really only know Florida. I'm from Florida. A lot of y'all know that. A lot of y'all don't. I'm from Florida. I moved to North Carolina around 6 years ago, around there. And looking at the complete change from south to north, from being from the south and then going up to the north, is like everything kind of different, bro. And it's like things that I do or things that people from the south do that people in the north don't do, they look at you weird. It's not even that they look at you weird, it's like they never seen this before. Like, I told people I like the Arby's. Well, I like Arby's, but I haven't had it in a while. And they'd be like, they'll look at me like if I ever had Arby's in my entire life, I'm disgusting. It's like, whoa, bro, like, relax. And it's like not even just about simple food spots. It's really just some things that I do on autopilot. I really do have this thing, and I guess it's built in Southern hospitality. Like, if I'm talking to somebody, like I did this one time in college. This girl was around the same age as me. I said, I forgot what I said, but the dialogue was like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And she was like, you don't gotta call me ma'am. It made me feel old. I'm just like, that's just how I was raised. And then that's all I can say, bro, because like, bro, like, that's literally all I can say. And I don't be trying to make people feel like they old. That's just how I am, bro. Because would you rather somebody call you the B word or call you grandma or auntie or something? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't try to think about things like that because I know how I am. It's like, I'm cool, bro. I'm a really cool dude. I'll dap you up, you know. I give you a fist bump. It don't really matter to me, bro. Like, I know me and all the people that I hang around, guys, women, things like that. Like, I know we're all destined for something great. And when I really say that, I mean it. Like, dude, life getting crazy, bro. And that's why a lot of these things are happening, because like, you could be looking at like you at rock bottom. The whole time, God about to set you up with one of these. And all you gotta do is catch it and shoot it. That's all you gotta do. And you gonna make it because God already knew you was gonna make it. So when he passed you the ball, he already know you're gonna green light it. So it's just simple things like that. Like, he passed you the ball because he know you ready to shoot that and swish it. Like, he knew you're gonna knock that down, corner three, boom, hit a 2K green animation backflip. Like, that's what he know you're gonna do. So God is really the ultimate playmaker. He's the ultimate pure playmaker. Like, he gonna get you that dime when you ready. You post it up in the corner, you wave your arms around. God, like, I see you, but you're not ready to shoot that. So then when the perfect time come down, fourth quarter, there's 30 seconds left in the game, you got it down by 2, he passed the ball in the corner, you knock it down, green light, and then you celebrate the game winner because God just set you up with the perfect pure playmaker play. See what I'm saying? So it's like, his timing is perfect, bro. And when you really realize that, bro, you really have nothing to worry about for real. Like, you know, like, God gonna come through. Whenever he comes through, you just gotta be patient. And I think that's what really brings the real joy, for me at least, is because I know that behind all this bad stuff that's happening, I know God about to come through with something crazy. And I know it's beyond anything that I've ever prayed for or asked for. because he knows that I'm ready. And Justin said this yesterday. He said, if God gave me everything that I wanted right now, I'd lose it. And that's real, bro, because, like, bro, God got to train you. He got to develop you. He got to get you ready, like you about to go in a boxing match. He got to get you like this, right? And or even not even in a boxing reference. He got to get you ready for whatever comes at you. Because you can do all things through Christ, right? So, you can defeat lust. You can defeat temptation. You can defeat all these things with the help of God, like literally. And when you really put it in perspective, it's always easier said than done, but all you gotta do is trust God and put your faith in God. And I know it's gonna be hard, bro. Like, when I first really started getting right with God, bro, all these things started happening. I'm like, bro, like, what is going on? It was back to back to back. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I'm getting pushed back, but I'm not falling. I'm getting pushed back like this, but I'm not falling. And when you get that core, when you got the core of the Holy Spirit and Jesus Christ, you're not gonna get knocked down. They might just like a little bit, but like you standing strong, you walk with God. So then picture you got your shield, right? And you keep moving forward. You keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. It's like, dude, like when you really look back at it, you're like, I knew I could do it. All I had to do was put my faith in God. And it's like, bro, when they say put your armor, put the armor of God on you, literally put it on, bro. Get your shield, get your chest piece, get your little sword, whatever you want to call your sword. I don't know. Your sword is whatever your sword means to you. Your sword could be a rocket launcher, bro. I don't know what you got in your house. But to each his own, right? And I'm not saying just go and blatantly like blow somebody up. Like, no, like you can protect yourself. Literally. Like just how David protected himself from Goliath, bro. Like your slingshot could be a gun. Your slingshot could be a shotgun. Your slingshot could be an AR-15. Your slingshot could be a rocket launcher. Your slingshot could be your hands, bro. And I'm not saying that to just go act a fool, but God also wants us to protect ourselves. It's not like God wants us to get ran over. Like, bro, like, but you need to be able to know how to discern that. And I don't know what discerning that may be for you. Me, I believe that people should have things to protect themselves, you know? 'Cause people are crazy, dog. Like, seriously, people are crazy, bro. Like, somebody could literally come shoot you with a shotgun for no reason. Somebody could be like, I don't like your shorts, and they shoot somebody. Like, bro, what am I wearing that really affects you to go crash out? And like, when you really realize that, bro, it's like, dang, like, people really don't be having nothing to lose. And there's people walking around here that's soulless, bro, literally. So that's why y'all need to stay prayed up, stay blessed, keep God in your life, bro. Because just like with Sonia Massey, bro, like, she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and she got shot in her face, dog. Like, what? That's crazy, bro. It's like, dude, as a black community, it's like, bro. And even as a Christian, or even just as a firm believer in Jesus Christ, it's like, bro, people are really victims of demonic strongholds. And it's like, bro, when you really comprehend that there's real, like, demons and angels are really real, you'll be like, dang, I really need to lock in. Because, like, regardless, if we're going through something with our flesh, bro, it's every day, every second is a spiritual warfare. Like, bro, it's crazy, really. And I think another key point is, it's like, how could you not believe God is real? It's too much evidence. It really is. It's too much evidence that he's real, bro. And I've been seeing things on TikTok and my Reels page, and it just proves, like, bro, God is real, bro. It's too much evidence out here for it to be false. And it's real, bro. Whether people deny it or accept it, it's real, bro. And when Judgment Day comes, it's either going to be you with Christ or you're not. And it's like, when you realize there's no in between, bro, it's like, you either got to start living righteous for God, or you're going to keep living for the world. And I don't want to live for the world, bro, because, like, People, if you're a believer in Jesus Christ, people are gonna judge you based off of just your presence, bro. Like you could walk in a room and they could be like, I don't like this dude. I don't like this girl. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. And that's their demons talking. They could literally not even know you from an atom. Like you could be from like Wyoming, and you come to Atlanta, and they be like, I don't like this person, just because of how they act. It's like, bro, you haven't known me my whole life. You don't know why I act the way I act. I don't know why you act the way you act. But I know when it dumbs down to the baseline, we're the same thing. We're both human. So it's like, why would I say I don't like him when we're the same thing? You know? Because like in anime terms, bro, like, you know there's a sand race and then there's the human race, bro. We are literally the same thing. Like we're all related just off of race. And I'm not talking about race as an ethnicity. I'm talking about as species, as beings. We're all related. Which is why I don't understand why we hate each other. Especially in the black community, bro. Like I be telling Justin and my INDALUSION brothers and Jacoby, and I'll be like, bro, y'all see how you could never really go anywhere and see Hispanics not picking each other up or not really around each other? And it's like, even if these Hispanic people don't know each other like that, I genuinely feel like if something was to go down, they would all band together like they knew each other since birth, or they knew each other the whole time. And I feel like as a black community, we need to get back into that. We need to do that too, bro, because like, especially with police brutality and things like that, it's like, bro, we so busy focused on killing ourselves and like doing all these bad things, dissing each other, all that stuff. And it's like, bro. But when something else happened to us, another race do it, we're quick to holler police brutality. But why are we not the same way when it's black or black crime? Why are we not the same way when we're doing these things to each other from the inside? It don't even be the outside sometimes, bro. It be us, bro, and we need to accept that. We need to change. And I know a lot of people, bro, like a lot of people, they're not open-minded enough to be like, we need to change. Like, that's just how life is, bro. Not everybody's gonna agree with your opinion. Not everybody's gonna agree with what you say. And it's like, all you can do is pray, bro, because you can't control nobody but you. I mean, you really realize that, bro? Like, whether it be with a female, whether it be with a boy, you can only control you. And me knowing that, like when I go into college, bro, regardless if I have a girlfriend or not, I can only control me and what I do. I can only find peace in what I do. I can only find things, enjoyment and fulfillment in things that I do and that I know are righteous to God. And I seen this thing and I journaled it the other day. I said, and it was by Eric Thomas again, bro. Like, this dude really be hitting on some valid points. He said, I'm only gonna do what God promotes and endorses. So, read my Bible. God's gonna promote that. If I'm thinking about starting a business or just like a corporation of philanthropists that just give back or really act on the story of the Good Samaritan, God would be like, I endorse this. You know? But if I'm doing worldly things, living for the world, Eric Thomas said, the devil would literally be like, I endorse this, I promote this. So it's like, the devil and the angel on your shoulders, that's real too. Because like, I genuinely feel like, I was talking to Josh about this, I say, you know, I feel like intrusive thoughts, because y'all know them intrusive thoughts, where be having you want to do like some of the craziest stuff, but you don't act on them because they're just thoughts. Like you could be driving and an intrusive thought pop up, be like, just drive off, like you'll be okay. I feel like that ain't nothing but the devil, bro. Like, devil is literally trying to take us, he's trying to get us to take ourselves down. He's trying to sever that connection with Jesus Christ. And I was telling Josh, I'm like, bro, intrusive thoughts make you like turn into a crash out for like a split second. Like, you don't care about nothing, right? Like, you could, like I told him, like I broke down the scenario. I said, life, bro, like you can really do whatever you want. You just gotta be willing to pay the consequence after. So we were in the mall. I said, bro, you could literally go up to this person, punch them in their face. It's not funny, but you could literally go up to this person, punch them in the face, and if they beat you up, or whatever happens to you, you gotta be able to live with that consequence. Or if they kill you, then that's the price you have to pay. You know, and that's the thing about life. Like, you can literally do whatever you want. Like, literally. But you just gotta be able to deal or pay the consequence after. So that's really what it is, bro. And I think that's why I seen this, I Googled it. You know, I don't believe everything I see on Google, obviously. That's why I don't really watch the news either. And it said, people on this earth don't have an inner consciousness. Like, they don't have something that in their brain or in them that tell them, oh, this is wrong. I shouldn't do this. They don't have that. They don't have an inner consciousness. And I was like, when I really realized that, I'm like, when I found that, I'm like, bro, like, it's really people walking around here that's like, I wouldn't call them soulless, but it's like, people really don't know, like, right from wrong. They don't have that thing in them that's telling them, oh, this is wrong. I shouldn't do this. I should step all the way back from this. I don't want to do research on that. They don't have that. They have, I don't know what they have, bro, because I always have this thing. Just like the other day, bro, I ain't gonna lie. This is how you know you should listen to your gut, bro. So, somebody DM'd me on Instagram. They was asking me, I thank God I got my Instagram account back, but they said, can you help me log back into my account? They sent me a thing, and it looked real. But in my gut, I'm like, nah, I shouldn't do. They're trying to take my account. But I didn't listen, and they logged me out of my account. But I with the quickness, I went back into the little profile thing. I reset my password, and I got my account back with the quickness, less than 2.5 seconds. But just learning that, it's like, bro, you need to listen to yourself. Because something told me not to do it. Something told me not to do it. I didn't listen, though. And that's where you got to pray for the discernment, because the devil is going to try to get you to validate things that you know yourself is not right, but in the moment it feels right. Like, the devil could be like, bro, you know, just shoot this dude. Like, it'll all be okay. Deep down inside, you know you don't want to do that, but if you're really a reactive person, and if you're really just like impulsive, you might actually do it, and then you're gonna be in jail for the rest of your life, bro. Or you're gonna be dead. And that's really like the devil trying to get you to take yourself out. Like, the devil knows, like, the potential you have or what you're gonna do in your life. That's why he throws all these different things at you, right? That's why he throws them haymakers, right? But you got on your armor of God, so you're gonna take one to the chin, but then you're gonna slip it, and then you're gonna throw one right back. And then whatever else happens, you might even go into Muay Thai. Like, you might just start kicking him in his face. But that's only with the help of God. Like, literally, bro, like, we got superpowers, dog. Like, we literally have, like in superhero terms, bro, God is our superhero. Literally, dog. Like, and when you think about that, it's like, bro, we need to lock in, bro. Really, we need to lock in, bro. And I really kind of get on here, and realistically, guys, I don't know what this message is going to do for somebody. Anybody out there that watches my videos, me, I kind of have a weird way of explaining things. That's why I give analogies. Justin gave me one of the realest pieces of advice a brother could ever give me, dog. He said this. He said, you're too available. He said the blind can see that. And I was listening. He was like, bro, if you make yourself harder to reach, people will respect you more because they know they have to value your time. They know they have to value this conversation they have with you, because it's not going to last too long. And when he told me that, I'm like, bro, like, you're right, bro. Because if I'm too available, people are going to respect me less because they know that they can BS with my time. They know that they can play with me. And when I make myself harder to reach, they know they can't come around on the BS because I'm about business, right? So when he told me that, I'm like, dude, he's right. And that really stuck with me, bro. It was like, I need to be more restrictive with my time. I can't be giving everybody my time because some people just like to play games, and I don't like to play games. I'm ready to stand on business. I'm ready to fulfill my purpose with God. And Justin told me this. He said, we're gonna get to the chicken. And when he told me that, I was like, yeah. But he said, I am. I don't know if you are, but he said I am. And when he told me that, I'm like, yeah, bro, I need to lock back in, bro. That automatically flipped the switch in me. It was like, you need to lock back in, because Justin's always been this dude my good friend that's been there for me, and he told me like he sees where I could be and he knows where I'm gonna be, but he told me I'm too accessible. I'm like the front computer desk. Like, I'm like the front lady at the computer desk. Anybody can ask me a question. Anybody can talk to me. I'm not like the CEO in the big chair where you got to go talk to 10, 15 people, and then you can get a conversation out of the CEO. I'm the front computer person. I'm the receptionist. I gotta talk to you. Like, I don't have to be restricted with my time because that's my job. I have to talk to you. But when I really realized, bro, I need to be like the CEO. I need to start developing that CEO mindset where not everybody can talk to me. Not everybody can get a conversation out of me. When I really get to that point, it's like, bro, I'm going to really see a big difference, because I know, like, the people who are going to talk to me are going to be about business. Like, it's no time to be BSing around with time. It's no time to just, it's no time to be playing all these type of games, bro. And that's what I'm about to start doing, because I realize nowadays, even with me being in the fashion, even with me building my following on Instagram and social media in general, people still are able to play with my time and play with me like I'm just this non-respectable person. And I always wondered why. And God threw me an alley-oop through Justin, through one of my close friends, because God is going to use other people to get the message to you. He's going to use other people to relay the message to you, whether it be a close friend, a stranger, anybody, right? And he threw that message through Justin. He was like, you're too accessible. You need to step back. You need to put yourself in the high chair. You don't need to be at the front receptionist. You need to be at the CEO spot. You need to make your time restrictive as possible, because the people then that only come into my life, they know my time is restricting. They know that I don't have all the time in the world. You may get a 5-minute conversation out of me, but after that, you may never get one out of me again. That's how I need to be. I need to stop caring about what people think. I need to stop caring about the opportunities, because what God has for me, nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can step foot. Nobody can block it. Nobody. Because God, like, if you try to step in the way, you try to throw a screen, you try to set a screen, God gonna jump over you and dunk it from the free throw line. He might even jump full court and just dunk it on some Space Jam. Like, he might just jump over you and dunk it. And then he might just throw it back to me, and I knock it down for the 3 and I win the game. That's how it's like. That's why I like being the underdog, because I know God will set me up for the big play. And when you really realize that, bro, it's like, dude, God is so good, bro. And you can't do nothing but smile about it, bro. It's like, this dude is amazing, bro. And like, it's really just like, it's a process, bro. It's a journey of life that really makes you appreciate things. And that's really why God has you on a journey, because if God wanted to, bro, he could literally give you everything you wanted. Literally. If you ever wanted 10 million, if you wanted $1 billion, God could give you it right now. But he knows, like, $1 billion is a lot of money, right? But if he gave you $1 billion and not in the form of the way that you think it is, you would lose it. And either way, you would probably still lose it, because think about it. Do you know how to manage assets? Do you know how to invest? Do you know how to get these portfolios and these assets moved around just in case something bad happens? You lose a $250 million asset. Do you know how to get that back? Do you know how to separate the money into different assets so it still equals out $1 billion? Do you know how to do that? Like, that's why I know if God gave me $1 billion, bro, I would lose that. And not just because it's the quantity of the money, it's because I don't know how to manage it. I don't know what investments to put it in. I don't know what assets to put it back into. I don't know these things. So I may lose all my assets, and my $1 billion is gone just like this. You don't have to have $1 billion in cash, bro. You can have it in between different assets. You can have it in houses, property, firms, everything. Like, assets is more than just cash, bro. Like, this whole piece of land could be an asset. That's really what it is too. Like, assets are good. Like, you need assets. You need to know which ones to get into. And that's why people say you need to buy property. And me realizing that, it's like, bro, I know I would lose $1 billion right now because it's too much. It's too much. Being real with myself, it's too much stuff that I want right now. It's too much stuff that I want. I want a lot of things in life right now that I know if I get it, I still wouldn't be fulfilled. I still wouldn't be full because I don't have that real connection with God yet. That's why they say, like, you can get all these things in life, but it won't make you happy. And people say, well, money make me happy because I get anything I want. But do you have that genuine relationship with God? Do you have that genuine relationship with our Creator? Because regardless if you're rich or not, bro, like, you still gotta have a relationship with God. He gave you these things. He gave you the gift, and you're not thankful. You're not to the point where you're on your knees. You're not just thanking Him. You're not giving credit where it's due, and God deserves the ultimate credit. I forgot everything that I said. When I look back at this video, I'm gonna be like, I really cooked this one. And I really appreciate y'all for watching me, bro. Like, I know y'all can see the difference in me from when I first started YouTube. If for anybody wondering, bro, why I have gaming videos on my channel, and why one of my most popular videos, or my most popular video, is a Roblox video, is because I used to be a gamer, bro. And I really still am. I'm just shooting on this real life content, bro. Like, that's really what I'm doing, bro. It's cool, man, and I know the day that somebody really recognizes me in public for my messages, for preaching the word of God, for just being myself, for being into fashion and doing things in my own lane with my homeboys and stuff like that, my INDALUSION brothers, it's gonna feel so good, and I ain't gonna be able to thank nobody but God. Because like I told my homeboys, bro, I said, dude, like, we did not meet for no reason, bro. Like, believe it or not, me and Justin were the only people that really genuinely like knew each other. Like, me and Justin went to the same high school for 4 years, right? I met Jacoby. I think Justin and Jacoby knew each other a little bit, but some more of the story is, we all met for a reason. And I realized having these dudes in my life, and know these are lifelong friends, is because they watched me grow. Like, bro, they were there when I wasn't really talking to random people like that. Like, bro, y'all remember my first thrifting video when I was in the blue champion suit? I was recording, but I wasn't really interacting with other people. Like, I barely even talked to Jacoby, dog. Like, I wasn't even talking to Jacoby like that, bro. That was the first time I met Jacoby. That was the first time I met his brother. That was the first time I even seen Dash. We seen Dash in the same place, and then we seen Vic in the same. Do you understand? We all seen each other at that one area. That's crazy, right? And now we're brothers, bro. We got a whole group chat, though. Like, it's just like the unexpected relationships outside of school, outside of everything, and just in real life, all content, everything aside, it's really amazing. And that's why I tell people, bro, like, I cannot do content with you if I don't have a genuine relationship with you. And that's not even on me being like arrogant or me, like, it's not even in no negative way. I just don't like to, I like to be around people that I know I can trust. I know that you're not gonna only talk to me if it's for the benefit for content. Because although we are a content group, we know we all go through our different things. Me, Justin, Jacoby, Dash, Vic, Mo, like, we all know that we go through real life stuff, and we know that life is hard, bro. And we're just some young black men trying to make it out, bro. And we're going to, trust me, we're gonna get to the top. But we don't treat each other like we only care about the content. We care about each other as humans, as brothers. That's what it is. We don't just talk about content all the time, you know? And I feel like that's kind of how AMP is. That has to be how AMP is. How do you think they're so successful? You can't base your whole relationship with somebody based off of content and expect when real life stuff happens that you can relate to them, or you can just give them the best advice in the world, or you can just stay silent, because it takes one to know one. I done been through my stuff. Vic done been through his stuff. Jacoby done been through his stuff. Justin done been through his stuff. Dash done been through his stuff, right? we're all different ages, but we can kind of relate in the same way. And that's why I'm glad we don't only talk about content, we talk about real life stuff, is because we, as a group, we know we're gonna make it. And when you really have that ultimate confidence and belief in yourself, nobody can stop you. Because the only person that you really need to believe in you is yourself, is God and yourself. Literally, you only need God and yourself to believe in you. Because you can do all things through Christ. That's big, like that's point blank period. Like, you can do anything, right? But the devil, like I said, gonna keep trying to throw them little jabs at you, right? And be like, man, like, you can, like, he gonna be like this, like, you can't do that. You know you care what they think. He gonna keep tapping your shoulder. He be like, yo, you remember what she said to you last night? You remember how she said she didn't like you? You remember how he said he didn't like your hair? You remember how they said your haircut was trash? He gonna do little simple things like that, right? And then he's gonna turn it into a big thing, right? That's why I would say, that's why it literally says, like, it's always a battle, bro. Like, that's why you're either with Christ or you're not. And it's literally just simple terms like that. And I know I don't want to live for the world. I want to live for the approval and satisfaction of Jesus Christ. And I know I just got to yapping, and I think my mic died. So if y'all can't really hear me, it's all good, bro. But the moral of the story is, bro, the title of the video is, stop comparing your past self to your present. You're not the same. I thank you guys for watching, and yeah, man.